So I recently received an email from someone who was asking why his girlfriend, who he suspects has BPD, love bombs him. He was wanting to know what her intentions were and what she was trying to gain by love bombing him, as he had never experienced this in a relationship before. To me, it was quite simple. She was love bombing him because love bombing is when someone overwhelms another person with affection, attention, or praise. Now, you usually find it occurring in the beginning of a relationship, or sometimes you can find it if there has been a time of no contact and contact begins again. Now, love bombing can be quite addictive because it makes you feel good, especially if you have had a childhood or even adulthood where you feel like you have been overlooked or underappreciated for the things you do or misunderstood. Now, it's also important to note that not everyone who engages in love bombing has BPD, and not everyone with BPD engages in love bombing. Love bombing is actually common with those who have borderline personality disorder, as well as narcissistic personality disorder. But I feel like it's used with different intentions depending on the personality disorder. Now, I can't speak for every single borderline, but I can share with you my personal insight on why a borderline may love bomb you. Now, to figure this out, you need to know a couple of things about someone with borderline personality disorder. A common trait among individuals with BPD is seeing things in extremes, okay? So think black and white thinking, okay? They either like you or they don't. There's not a lot of gray area with the borderline. It reminds me of children, like little kids can't lie. They either like you or they don't. It's arrested development, which is kind of where someone matures physically, but they remain a juvenile age emotionally. They're stuck at that age and cannot progress because some type of trauma was introduced that stunted their growth. Now, I naturally loved bombed in relationships, especially someone I liked when we first got together. And I didn't even know what that term meant. But it wasn't because I had this ulterior motive. It wasn't because I was trying to manipulate the other person. I just had this very black and white thinking. So if I liked you, I let you know I liked you. It was simple as that. And it might be that I told you over and over that I liked you or complimented you, but in my mind, that's what two people do that love each other. You know, I would get so frustrated when I dated because psychologically, if you chase someone, it causes them to pull away, and it drove me nuts because I couldn't understand why, if I loved you and you loved me, we didn't build each other up, have each other's back, only have eyes for one another. Like, why was it when I gave my all, the other person would not reciprocate? They would drop the ball. They would put less effort in, and I was the one left hanging. I don't know how many times I got upset because I just wanted someone to reciprocate the amount of effort that I was putting into the relationship. I wanted them to know that they didn't have to worry about me, that I was loyal to the core, that I only had eyes for them, and I didn't want them to ever have any worries in the relationship. Like, isn't this what everyone is chasing? Someone to merge with, someone to become one with, someone that's always there and loves them? Apparently not. I never love bombed out of malicious intent. I loved bombed because I know how it feels to be hurt or lied to or cheated on. And I never wanted my partner to have those feelings. I always had hope that if I showed my partner lots of attention and praise, they would feel secure and we would have a love that could move mountains. It just made sense to me in my head. Have you ever been around a child, let's say, that does a cartwheel? and you praise them, and then they go on to do another cartwheel and another cartwheel like 100 times until you're just absolutely burnt out. I think this is kind of how love bombing works. Like when a borderline first starts doing it, it feels amazing to be praised or focused on. But then they keep doing it and keep doing it until it just burns someone who is not in arrested development out. Pushes them away because, hey, they get it. They know how you feel about them. And it's almost like they don't have to put in any effort into attaining you because they clearly already have you. And borderlines are absolutely amazing at picking up moments anytime anything shifts in a relationship. So if you draw back or pull your energy away, it is seen as a threat of abandonment, which starts to cause emotional dysregulation among the individual with borderline personality disorder. Now, I know with other personality disorders, love bombing is used as a tactic to get what they want. They want to tickle your ears, but the whole time they have this ulterior motive which benefits them, and their ultimate goal is to get their needs satisfied. And they will use whatever manipulation tactic they can to achieve the benefit for themselves. But I don't necessarily see this with borderlines. Remember, with black and white thinking, they either like you or they don't. So if someone with borderline personality disorder likes you, they are going to show you that they like you. And one way that they could be showing you is love bombing you. So I enjoyed getting David's email, and if you would like to talk to me about your experience with BPD, feel free to email me as well. I will leave my email in the description below. Now, I am not a licensed therapist, but I am someone who experiences BPD. And if you feel like you or a loved one does experience the signs and symptoms of borderline personality disorder, reach out to a local expert that can properly diagnose the disorder. Personality disorders are very complicated and have quite a bit of overlap. So it's best to visit someone that knows all the different kinds, and works with them each day. Now, I put out videos every Sunday, so you don't have to like, share, subscribe to any of my content. I will still be here no matter what. I look forward to seeing you in my next video, Buttercups. Until next time.